Thank you, that's you. Thank you, that's you. Thank you for answering the door. Hey, wait, hey, wait, hey, wait, not yet. I have seen you before.
You're probably wondering why I've called you here today.
Not really, no. It's pretty obvious.
We work and live here. Why would we be anywhere else?
Well, I, for one, have no idea what's going on.
What else is new?
It's terribly gosh to be invited back so swiftly after last night's magnifique soiree.
Mr. Maverick, I was the one who invited you here, not Mr. Gray.
And I'm sure you'll tell us all about that quickly, won't you? I have other engagements tonight, including with Mr. Gray. Where is he, anyway?
Oh, Miss Priscilla, I'm afraid Mr. Gray won't be arriving at all. You see, he's been...
Murdered, yes. It was in the news this morning. How did the rest of you not know this?
That was supposed to be my line, Mr. Sheen. I wanted to say it just once.
Murdered, you say? Why, that's quite ridiculous. I'm sure I'd know if he'd had been murdered.
It's true, she would.
Begging y'all's pardon, but the detective has narrowed down the suspects to you four, and y'all are to remain in Mr. Gray's mansion till y'all are proved innocent.
Don't you mean proved guilty? The law says we're innocent by default.
Ha, that's just the kind of argument I'd expect from a guilty person, Mr. Nielsen.
It's Nelson.
You waste my time with this uselessness? If I am to be confined, let it be in the studio where I may work on my master plot.
Oh, that's a good idea. Wish I'd thought of it first. Yes, you'll each be confined to a different room while Timmy and I question you about last night.
I'll be waiting in the bedroom then.
Do you guys think she knows where Mr. Gray's chambers are? He didn't show us the bedroom last night.
She knows where the bedroom is.
I'll have my accountant bill you tomorrow for the time you've cost me.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I just expected you to say something dramatic before leaving. Everybody else did it.
Oh, do I have to?
It makes for a better scene.
Try something like, "We're not doomed yet."
I hate all this.
All right, Timmy, I've made sure nobody can leave by locking all the doors and windows already. The murderer can't escape now.
You locked us in with a murderer?
Standard procedure, y'all see. He does this every time, and he always catches the criminal with minimal casualties.
Minimal? What does that mean?
A small amount, usually negligible. But that's not important right now. Come along, Timmy. We've got a murderer to catch.
We have names, you know.
But nobody ever uses them.
Oh no.
All right, Mr. Sheen, you're a busy man. You've got a successful career making deals with your winning smile, charming looks, well-dressed, tightly fitted pants, charming looks, and broad shoulders, and... Why would you throw all that away to murder Mr. Gray?
Because I didn't murder him is why. I was going to help finance his next film project, in fact. He presented a very convincing case, even if it felt like he prepared his slides at the last minute.
So Mr. Gray invited everybody over to talk about his next project. Fascinating. Timmy, write it.
Yes, sir.
Tell us more about your movements last night.
What's there to tell? He came for dinner, listened to Mr. Gray's pitch, agreed that we all be involved in the project, and then I went to the theater.
What movie did you go see?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Well, it must not have been a very good film if you don't remember it.
On the contrary, I remember it vividly. It left quite the mark on me.
If it left such a mark on you, why did you say you don't remember?
Not you, I.
Of course not me. I didn't see any movies last night. We're talking about you going to a movie that you don't remember and left a mark on you.
I never left a mark on you.
Quite right, you didn't. If I'd seen you before, I don't remember.
Ah, so you've seen the director's other works then? I was rather fond of you before.
Were you now? What changed your opinion?
I don't remember.
I would really like to know why you were fond of me before, but I'll save that for later. Please, try and recall what you watched last night for me.
I don't remember, and I watched it from start to finish.
You speak Finnish? That could be an important detail.
Begging y'all's pardon, but I found this ticket stub in Mr. Sheen's pocket for... I don't remember.
The admission time checks out. Mr. Gray's estimated time of murder would have been during the screening time. Very well, Mr. Sheen. I'll believe your alibi if you can explain one discrepancy. Why is this ticket in English if you watch this movie in Finnish?
El bilingüismo no es un delito, detective. I have nothing more to say to you, unless you wish to be charged extra for my time.
Well, Timmy, we've got 3 more suspects to question. We may not have found the criminal here, but we're not doomed yet. Aha! This person has just recently been killed. Poor sod. Your killer left a mark on you.
I also walked out of that film when I went to see it.
Cause of death? Strangulation.
Not the trowel to the gut?
I was just getting to that. Second cause of death? Stabbing. They were murdered twice. But why? Maybe our next suspect can tell us more.
Yo, and wood upon my work and disrupt my flow. Be gone from the sacred hall unless you have need of my genius.
Mr. Maverick.
It's pronounced Marie, Monsieur Dujardin.
It's pronounced Dujardin. Now, Mr. Maverick, you're the suspect of a murder investigation. I understand the importance your work means to you, but for the moment, I'm going to ask for your cooperation.
Ethan de odds. What matters the life of one man when his energy still creates? His ideas, his vision, truly inspired. Monsieur Gray may not have had the skills to make his art real, but that is why he came to moi.
Is that why you were here last night?
Oui, it is true and indelible as ink on paper.
He means inedible. People can't eat ink, paper, or the truth. Write it.
Yes, sir.
A visionary never is understood in his time. But, Monsieur Gray, there was a man who understood and appreciated art. Why would I murder a genius such as he and deprive the world of a visionary?
Well, that's what we're here to find out, Mr. Maverick. Now, if you'd please tell us where you were after dinner last night. We'd like to hear your alibi.
The moon, my witness, my accomplice. She has seen all and can tell you what I did.
See if you can get the moon to corroborate Mr. Maverick's story.
I'll try, but I hope I don't get on her dark side.
In her radiance, I retired to the garden and painted my very soul on the canvas. Oh, how the colors glittered, stars, to my mistress in the sky. But my work was unfinished. Rapturous though the experience was, I was ushered off the property by a surly gardener. All day I have feared that my masterpiece would be destroyed, that no one would be able to glimpse upon the wondrous gift Luna has bestowed upon me. But here I am, overjoyed to have been able to add the final touches to this heavenly work. Voila!
Wow, I don't think I've ever been so moved by a painting before.
Perhaps I was mistaken about you, Monsieur Detective. I am calling this my innocence, as witnessed by Celine herself.
Are you selling it? I'd love to take it home as a memento of tonight.
It is not for sale, you antique. It is art. Art is not for commodity. But perhaps I will sell it at auction to the highest bidder. My father says he's going to stop covering my rent.
This has all been very enlightening, Mr. Maverick. But I'm not sure it brings us any closer to figuring out who the murderer is. Still, the night is young, so we aren't doomed yet.
Yes, it is definitely worth at least 7 million.
Oh, cause of death. Tickling. Poor girl laughed herself into the bitter end. But there's nothing funny about murder, Timmy.
That's right. It's a deadly, serious situation.
That's 2 more killings tonight. If we aren't quick, who knows who else could fall victim to our killer. But I think I'm one step closer to cracking this case.
There's 2 more suspects to interrogate. Which one should we talk to first?
I think it's time you and I had a little threesome with Miss Priscilla. Come along, Timmy.
My dear Dujardin, surely you must be quite exhausted from all your work. Please, won't you lie down with me?
Miss Priscilla, I hardly think now is an appropriate time for nappies.
Nappies? Why, my heart is positively racing looking at you. I don't think I could keep my eyes shut if I tried.
Try counting sheep. It always helps me when I need nappies.
Won't you come here and count them with me?
Sorry, ma'am. I'm not here for nappies, and no matter how exhausted you are, I'm going to have to ask you to sit up so I can talk to you properly.
Hopefully this is more to your liking, Detective.
Very much so. Now I can get a proper look at you from every angle, and I can say with confidence, I like what I see.
Oh, that makes me so happy, Detective. Please, take a seat next to me.
And mess up the imprint of Mr. Gray's body that's still in the mattress? I don't think so. Miss Priscilla, you're awfully comfortable in the bed of a man who isn't your husband.
You would be too if you were still married to my ex.
So you admit it then?
I was barely hiding it. Of course I was having an affair with Mr. Gray. My sweet potato treated me properly and bought me anything I wanted.
Why'd you murder him then?
Why would I murder my tater tot when he was bankrolling my lifestyle? My little tuber was far more useful to me alive than dead. I knew all of his dirty secrets and could have blackmailed him for everything he had. Sure, I was planning to stab him in the back, but not physically.
You just used him for his money and connections then. You never really loved him.
I loved him fully and deeply, and I won't let you question my love. When I see a Tatum, I just have to date him. No, I didn't kill him, and I won't have you besmirching my name with such an accusation. I know all about you, Detective Desjardins. Oh, yes, I do. I know all about your near failure to catch the auctioneer.
What do you mean by that, sir?
Oh, it was a dark case, Timmy. I didn't want to tell you about it. You're still young and haven't seen the worst of the world yet. But I suppose I'll have to now. The auctioneer had a very specific method of killing their victims. They'd start by shooting the victim. Then they'd kick them in the groin, and then shoot them again. Then they'd grab the victim's head, crack their neck, realign their spine, and shoot them a third time. The bodies were always found with a tag in their hand that read "sold to the highest bidder." I was running out of leads while the auctioneer kept on killing, but even then, we weren't doomed yet.
I'm not buying that story.
I'm aware I make mistakes, miss. But at the end of the day, I work to write it.
Yes, sir.
To the kitchen, Timmy. This place is a mess. Look how careless the staff is. You can't just leave your knives out like this.
Can you find a clue in any of this, sir?
It's a shot in the dark, Timmy. In this crooked house, I'm just as likely to find a pink panther as I am to find our culprit. But the impossible has never stopped me before. That's all 3 staff members murdered now, and only one person left to interrogate. Come along.
Should we move the body?
No need. The maid will be along to clean up here later, I'm sure. We have work of our own to do. Give it up, Mr. Nissan. We know it was you.
It's Nelson.
Don't change the subject. Forensics just got back to me, and they found some evidence on Mr. Gray's body. First, there's your paw prints on the back of his shirt.
Mr. Gray insisted on hugs instead of handshakes.
Second, your blood was found at the crime scene.
I had a terrible nosebleed while I was there, and an even worse time finding tissues for it.
But the most damning evidence of all was a pen with the initials LN on them. Sound familiar?
Oh, right. I lent Mr. Gray my pen last night at dinner. I forgot to get it back from him before leaving.
So you admit to being here last night then? Perhaps at the time of the murder even.
What? No, I mean, yes, I was here. No, not for a murder. It was for dinner.
Oh, yes, we heard all about this dinner and presentation of Mr. Gray's. What I want to know, Mr. Nimrod...
It's Nelson.
...is what you did later in the evening. We contacted your neighbors, and they said your car wasn't in the driveway last night or this morning.
Mr. Gray ordered a taxi for me since I had been drinking.
And then there's the matter of the 3 killings today.
3 more killings? Oh, Lord, this is horrible.
Let's start with the gardener. They managed the grounds at night and would know full well who was coming and going from the mansion, and you didn't like who they were letting in at night. Then, the maid. She might have lived if she hadn't let slip that she knew intimately what was going on here. The cook, who you butchered because, well, actually, I'm still working on why you killed the cook. We'll figure it out later. But I'm sure it's all for the same reason that you murdered Mr. Gray. Because your wife was cheating on you with him.
Priscilla was sleeping with Mr. Gray?
You're under arrest for the murder of Mr. Gray, Mr. Narcan.
Nelson, sir.
I didn't kill anyone, but I will want to get my hands on Mr. Gray.
You'll kill him again? That's exactly what happened to the gardener. Timmy, book him.
Hey, yeah! Got him!
Everyone, I'm happy to announce that I have detained the murderer. Anything to say for yourself, Mr. Nepotism?
It's
Nelson.
I would have never thought he'd have it in him, but it does make sense.
I didn't kill Mr. Gray, but if I'd known you left me for him, I would have done it sooner.
Great. There's your confession. Can we wrap this up now? I'm going to need to hire a new accountant once you take him away.
I, too, would like to be returning home, so I may begin production of my newest master plan that will honor the memory of Mr. Gray's imagination. I am picturing a monochromatic spud.
Yes, you're all free to go home. Thank you for your help tonight.
Sir, I have a question.
Can it wait until after everybody tells me what a great job I did?
Sorry, sir, it's just that. I'm wondering how Mr. Nelson could have killed the gardener. You said you locked the doors and were the only one with the key, so how could either Mr. Nelson or the gardener get outside to the greenhouse?
It's a good question, Timmy, but I assure you I've got the right man, and we aren't doomed yet. Now, I bid you all adieu.
Bid? Wait a minute!
Not in the face!
Cabbages!
I found the fuse. Sir?
It had to be one of them, Timmy. Probably. Come along now. We aren't doomed yet.